Alright, this is part 2, guys. And after this, I'm going to take a nice hot shower. Enjoy the show with you guys with my beer. Not that I have to go to the pharmacies and pick up my medication. It's like $60 for my medication, right? It's going to drain all my money. Yeah. It's like $60 for my medication, yeah. 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 Do you think you'll be able to grab Kevin Feige from Hollywood? I could, but I highly doubt it because Kevin Feige's too big. And one time right now, and once his contract's over for Disney's Marvel, a lot of companies are be throwing Kevin Feige a lot of money. But I think he will end up. I think Kevin Feige will most likely end up at Warner Bros. Overseeing helping overseeing the DCU thing. Like, duh, yeah, Kevin, you had a big part to play building that MCU. We want you to come on board and help build this DCU thing and have it be huge, like your Marvel. He's like, sure, and trust me, if Warner Bros. Throws Kevin Feige a lot of offers, once his contract is up with Disney, honestly, Kevin Feige is jumping ship because he knows DC is in a much better position than his Marvel. His Marvel's in a mess, man, and he knows it. He knows he fucked up. Hence why he wants to end it off on a high note with the Avengers movies. And after that, he's jumping ship. He's getting out of there, man, because he knows Marvel is in a tough spot right now. Because they went into the multiverse, it's in a tough spot right now. He's not stupid, Kevin Feige. But Disney will be probably throwing Kevin Feige a lot of money to extend him. But I mean, if Warner Bros. Throws him offers, I guarantee Kevin Feige will rather work for Warner Bros. And help build that DC thing than be with Marvel. Because DC is in a much better position than Marvel. I think John Camp and Robert Mayburnett would agree, right? Yeah, I agree. That's a more plausible option for Kevin Feige. Yeah, Kevin Feige's going to explore all options in Hollywood that the companies throw at him, the amount of money they throw at him, right? Yeah. Do you think Kevin Feige will get a president position of DCU? I highly doubt it. I think you'll get more of that Alan Horn position. Yeah. He runs the film division of Warner Bros. All the film divisions, obviously, and he's overseeing the DCU thing. He's James Gunn and maybe Peter Safran's boss, and he oversees them. Yeah, and he helps build the DCU into his glory days, like he did for Phases 1, 2, and 3 for Marvel. Yeah. So you think Kevin Feige's in too deep? Yeah, Kevin Feige's in too deep in a mess that he can't fix. He's in too deep. That's why I think he just wants to end it off on a high note and just get the fuck out of there. Because Marvel's in a mess right now. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. That's why I think, obviously. John Cameron, Robert, yeah, Kevin Feige's in too deep. Yeah, Kevin Feige's in too deep. He's in too deep. Yeah, that's what I believe, right? He's in too deep, obviously, with the Marvel mess. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you have a CEO. He gets hired. He works for a business. Obviously, the business is very successful, and afterwards, the business goes downhill. The business has massive amounts of debt, and then the CEO of that company has a few years left in his contract. His plan is to help repair the business a little bit by paying off some of the debt. And once he pays off some of the debt and the business is in a healthier position, now he leaves because he doesn't want to deal with the mess that the company that company is in. You kind of have a similar example of that for Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige knows he fucked up after phase 3 because phases 4 and 5 of Marvel are in a messy situation right now. They're in a multiverse nonsense, and all the movies are flopping after flop after flop after flop. I think Kevin Feige just wants to repair some of the damage that he's done to phase 4 and phase 5, and after that he jumps ship. Or Disney might throw him a lot of money to extend him, but even if they extend Kevin Feige, I highly doubt he's going to stay with Marvel. If Warner Bros. Throws Kevin Feige offers, and they want him to help run that DC thing, he's jumping ship, man. He's going to go to Warner Bros. Guaranteed. That's my prediction. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe Kevin Feige will leave Marvel to work for DC. Yes, he will, because DC is in a much better position than Marvel. Marvel is in a mess right now. Kevin Feige's not stupid. He knows he fucked up, and he knows he's in too deep. He's in too deep in his Marvel mess. You know what I'm saying? His goal is to repair some of the damage that was done to the brand, and just jump ship and leave. Obviously, okay. Before I leave, if I leave, I want to leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a better position than I left it with prior. But like I'm not, I don't want to. It's tough to fix this mess. It's very tough to fix it. After this, I'm out of here, man. Not stupid. He knows it's very tough to fix the Marvel brand because it's in a messy situation, and it's in the multiverse nonsense. It's very tough to fix that, right? Yeah, it's tough to fix it. Yeah. Or who knows? Maybe he might stay. Maybe he might extend his contract with Disney, but I highly doubt it. Once his 2-year contract is up, watch David Zaslav, Warner Bros. Be throwing him offers to help run the DC thing, guaranteed. I'm making a prediction, and he will leave Marvel for DC in a heartbeat, Kevin Feige, because he knows the DC brand's in a much better position than his Marvel brand. Kevin Feige's not stupid, right? Yeah. Some Sarah. Or he might stay. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or he might stay. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Yeah. So I mean, Kevin Feige would leave Marvel to work for me. Of course he would. The Marvel brand's in a mess right now, and for my company, you have full stability. You don't have to worry about my movies flopping. You just work hard and get your check. My company, you don't have to worry about any of that, man. Yeah, my movie merchant game will make its billions. You just work hard and you get your check, man. And you get your freedom too, because Hollywood's dirty. You have to do it to make your money in Hollywood. That's how it works. But I highly doubt I'm going to grab Kevin Feige from Hollywood. Because chances are, by the time I saw Skyscrapers, Kevin Feige might be with Warner Bros. Help running the film division of Warner Bros. DCU. Like, they might do a thing where they have Kevin Feige. Warner Bros. Might do a thing where they have Kevin Feige have the Alan Moore position at Disney. He runs the film division. So, DCU, Matt Reeves, Batman. You know what I'm saying? He runs all the divisions, obviously, and he helps build the brand, the brand, obviously. But even then, he'd rather work for me. I was like, easy pay more money. I told you, if he is with DC or Warner Bros. Kevin Feige, by the time I'm King, he'll be extended, obviously. His contract will be extended, and that's why he's highly unlikely Kevin Feige. Because he's too big, and Hollywood loves Kevin Feige, right? They love Kevin Feige. He's too big of a guy, right? Yeah. Too powerful, too big. He was responsible. He had a big part to play for the responsibility of the biggest IP in movie history, man. For the first 3 phases, obviously. But after that, it went downhill. Obviously, but even if Kevin Feige leaves Marvel, obviously, after his contract's up and he ends up at Warner Bros. Running the film divisions and running James Gunn's DC, perhaps. People will still remember him as a legend who built that huge MCU brand. The first 3 phases were successful. But don't forget, though, even though the first 3 phases were successful, that was when Kevin Feige had checks and balances, obviously. But they're not going to forget the mess that he created with phases 4 and 5. Hence why I believe to not have his legacy be a bit damaged, he wants to end it off on a high note with the Avengers movies. That's why I believe he panicked and he got desperate. He brought back the same guys. Okay, before my 2-year contract's up, let's end my tenure, my 18, 19-year tenure at Marvel on a high note before I leave, if I leave. I think that's his goal, obviously, to help resurrect back the MCU brand before he jumps ship and he leaves. John Cameron has Ivan, you're smart. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, right? He wants to end it off on a high note before his tenure is done at Marvel. Which makes sense, obviously, right? Yeah. Well, I told you, Disney has more money than... Disney has deeper pockets than Warner Bros. They're a bigger, richer, wealthier company than Warner Bros. So Disney, if they want to extend Kevin Feige, they might throw him so much money he can't refuse the offer. But Warner Bros. Has deep pockets too. They're going to be throwing Kevin Feige a lot of money too. Obviously, to work for him. Sony, Universal, they might give Kevin Feige a call too. You never know, right? There's probably going to be a huge bidding war with Kevin Feige once his contract's up for Marvel. You're looking at a huge bidding war for Kevin Feige in Hollywood. That's something crazy, man. Because Kevin Feige's so big, and he's a legend. He helped build that huge, the most successful IP brand ever in movie history, man. Yeah. For the first 3 phases, don't forget that, right? But after phase 3, it went downhill. Don't forget that, right? Yeah. Some siren? Yeah. So if Kevin Feige ends up at Warner Bros., what do you think his position will be? He'll probably have the Alan Horn position, whereby he runs like he's in charge of the film division of Warner Bros. He oversees all the entire film division, DC, Matt Reeves, Batman, all that stuff. Or they might make him co-CEO with David Zaza with James Gunn and maybe Peter Safran of DC. Maybe you have 3 co-CEOs. Maybe they might do that. Maybe, right? hey Kevin, you want to run? You want to help run the DCU with James Gunn and Peter Safran? Yeah, sure. And they throw him a lot of money. They might do that, but I think he's probably going to get the higher position, the Alan Horn position that he had at Disney now, right? Because Alan Horn was Kevin Feige's boss at Disney. He ran the film division, obviously. He was the boss of Kevin Feige at Disney, right? And Warner Bros. Grabbed Alan Horn from Disney. Now Alan Horn's with Warner Bros. They might do the same thing for Kevin Feige, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But I told you, Disney has deeper pockets than Warner Bros. They're a bigger, wealthier company than Warner Bros. Disney. They have deeper pockets, so they can easily match Warner Bros. Offer, obviously. But I told you, I don't think Kevin Feige will accept the offer. I think he's gonna jump ship. Yeah, sorry guys, man. I'm out of here, man. I'd rather work at Warner Bros. And help run that DC thing than work here. Marvel's in a mess right now, and he knows it. Kevin Feige fucked up, and he knows it, obviously. Marvel's in a mess right now. Yeah. Yeah, I made you guys, I don't know, your $2.5 million off of the two Avengers movies. I left on a high note. My contract's up. I'm out of here, man. It's very tough to fix this thing. The Marvel mess. I'm gonna jump ship, and I'd rather help build that DCU brand. It's in a much better position than my Marvel right now, and Kevin Feige knows it. DC is in a much better position than his Marvel brand right now. Duh. Yeah. It's in a much better position. Yeah. 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 So Kevin Feige has an ego. He doesn't want his legacy. Yeah, I think Kevin Feige's not stupid. He knows, even though he's a legend and he built the success. He had a big part to play with the success of the MCU in the first few phases. He knows for phases 4 and 5 he fucked up. It went downhill. He doesn't want to leave the MCU on a bad note whereby it's in a complete mess. He wants to leave it on a high note whereby they're it's in a better position. That's why I believe now it makes sense. Yeah, he wants to end it off on a high note. Avengers 5 and 6 make money. The movies are great movies. He now won back some of the fans, and now it's in a better position. After that, he's out of there. That's what I think, right? Or he might stay if Disney throws him a boatload of money. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe he might stay. You never know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because Disney has very, very deep pockets. Disney has deeper pockets than even Warner Bros., right? They have deeper pockets than Warner Bros. That they can pay Kevin Feige more probably than what Warner Bros. Can pay him. I told you, Warner Bros. Might be so desperate, they want Kevin Feige so bad, they might even overpay him just to grab him from Disney. They might even throw him more money. Hey, how much is Disney offering you? They're offering me this. Okay, we'll pay you a bit more. Even though this is a bit too much, we'll pay you more, Kevin Feige. That way you can help us run this thing. It might be so desperate they might even throw a truckload of money at Kevin Feige, man. You never know, right? And grab him from Disney, obviously, from Disney's Marvel. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm out of here, man. I'd rather help build that DC thing than be stuck with the Marvel mess that's going on right now. Yeah, and he knows it, Kevin Feige. He's not stupid. Duh. Yeah. Samsara? Take a shower after this. I'll enjoy showing you guys. Yeah. 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 I told you the DCU is in a much better position than Marvel right now because they're in their rebuilding stage. They're starting fresh, and Superman is on a roll right now. It did 400 million in 2 weeks. It could hit $800 million. I highly doubt $1 billion, but it could hit $800 million. It's on a high note, and it's in a good spot right now. A much better position than Marvel, obviously. Yeah, Marvel's in a mess right now. All the movies are flopping. The fans are not resonating well with the movies and shows. Ugh. Most of the Marvel shows are mediocre at best. Even the Marvel shows are not that good either, right? All the Marvel shows that came out are mediocre at best. Some of them are terrible, obviously, right? Yeah. Ironheart, I heard it's okay. Like, Marvel's not in a great position right now, and Kevin Feige knows it, obviously. He's not stupid right now. Yeah. So Kevin Feige obviously wants to fix that. He wants to fix the mess that he created for Phase 4 and 5. And I think that's why he brought back all the same guys. He got desperate. He panicked. Okay, I have 2 years left of my contract. I think after this I'm gonna call it quits. I want to end this off on a high note before I leave. That way I protect my legacy, obviously. Because even though everyone will remember Kevin Feige as a guy who built Marvel, they're not going to forget what happened with Phase 4 and 5, right? And that's why Kevin Feige is not super guy. I want to fix this thing a little bit, end it off on a high note with the Avengers movies. Smart, very smart. Very, very smart, obviously, right? John's Ivan, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's obviously he wants that before he leaves. If he wants to leave, he wants to end it off on a high note before he gets out of there, right? Smart, obviously. As I gave the example with the CEO businessman, right? Yeah. 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 Almost on there, guys. I'll talk till maybe 45 minutes around and I'm done. Hope you guys enjoyed this show about Kevin Feige. I'll call this video with 2 years left on Kevin Feige's contract. Will he jump ship to Marvel to what? To Warner Bros. DC, to James Gunn's DC. I'll call it that. Interesting video, obviously. Which could happen, right? I'm not saying it will happen. Kevin Feige can still end up with Marvel, but if Disney throws a lot of money, but I think he might jump ship. After 2 years, he's out of there. I'm out of here, yeah. Let's see. I told you, Disney has deeper pockets than Warner Bros. They can easily pay Kevin Feige a lot of money. But I don't think it's just about the money for Kevin Feige. I think it's also about he's thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying, his stress. Obviously, Kevin Feige must be stressed out. He's trying his best to fix the Marvel situation. I think, you know what I'm saying, that's why I believe he brought back all the same guys for the Avengers movies. I think he just wants to end it off on a high note before he leaves, to put the next president of Marvel in a better position. And after that, he's out of there, because he knows it's very tough to fix his Marvel mess. Obviously, at Phase 4 and 5. So I don't mean to be rude, man. The Marvel Phases 4 and 5 is a mess. It's in a messy situation right now. It's very tough to fix that. You also have the multiverse nonsense. It's very, very tough to fix that. Hence why I think Kevin Feige's overstressed. Okay, man, like, I just want to end this off on a high note, make Disney some money, and I'm out of here, man. Yeah. And I'm jumping ship, perhaps, to Warner Bros. And help run that DC thing. Yeah, you never know, right? That might happen. You never know, right? But Disney might even offer Kevin Feige the president position of Star Wars for Lucasfilm. But I think Kevin Feige will decline it, because Star Wars is also in a mess too. And I don't think Kevin Feige wants to be stressed out like that, man. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy kind of fucked up with Star Wars. I don't wanna fix that Star Wars mess. It's tough to fix. The Marvel brand's in a mess. I don't want to fix that either. I'd rather help run that DC thing. The DC thing is fresh. It's in a much better position than Star Wars and Marvel right now. At Disney, right? Yeah, he's not stupid, Kevin Feige. He knows. Not stupid. He knows Kevin Feige, I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. You think Kevin Feige can take James' own position? No, I don't think Warner Bros. Will do James Gunn like that. I don't think they'll have Kevin Feige take his position, but they could have him be a partner with him, maybe a co-CEO with him, maybe, or the more plausible choice is he runs the film division of Warner Bros. And he oversees the entire DC thing. He's James Gunn and Peter Safran's boss. That might happen, right? He's Matt Reeves' boss, overseeing the Batman thing, overseeing the film division of Warner Bros. Yeah, they might have him have that position, maybe. Warner Bros. You never know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I just don't see them. I just can't believe that Kevin Feige would leave Marvel. I beg to differ, man. Kevin Feige's not stupid, man. He knows his Marvel brand is in a mess right now. He knows it, man. He knows he fucked up. Yes, phases 1, 2, and 3 were in his glory days, but phases 4 and 5 are not working. I think Kevin Feige just wants to end it on a high note before his contract's done, to leave the Marvel banner in a better position. He's out of there. And I guarantee Warner Bros. Will be throwing him a truckload of money, and he jumped ship. He ends up working for Warner Bros. And help James Gunn build his DC thing, maybe, perhaps, right? You never know, right? Yeah. And Kevin Feige is good friends with James Gunn. He's very good friends with James Gunn. As when James Gunn got the job as DC, the first call he got was from Kevin Feige congratulating him, obviously. They're very good friends. And David Zasser's not stupid. He knows Kevin Feige helped build that MCU. What if we have him come work for us and he helps build this DCU thing, right? Yeah. And Kevin Feige will guarantee jump ship from Marvel to work for DC because DC is in a much better position than Marvel right now. Marvel's in a mess. They went into the multiverse. It's in a mess right now. I told you, Fantastic Four will flop. I think Fantastic Four will be a flop. It's gonna probably either lose money or break even. It's not gonna be a $1 million hit. Fantastic Four. It might make maybe $600 million in the box office. $550 million, $600 million in the box office, maybe $650 million in the box office. It breaks even. It's not gonna be a $1 million hit. Obviously. Ivan, do you think all the Marvel movies will flop until Avengers? Well, no, you have Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 will be an easy $1 billion hit. Because Spider-Man's a very popular IP, but to be fair, Sony owns Spider-Man. It's not Marvel. Sony owns Spider-Man. The Spider-Man brand. Marvel is what? A partner, but like Sony owns most of the Spider-Man brand. It's not so Sony's not really Marvel, right? Sorry, Spider-Man's not really a Marvel IP. It's Sony. Sony owns it. Yeah, Sony owns the Spider-Man IP, right? Yeah. There's a high chance all the Marvel movies leading up to Avengers will flop, except for Spider-Man. There's a high chance they're all going to be flops, man. Or maybe some of them might make a little bit of profit, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. But if all the Marvel movies are flopping up leading up to Avengers, Kevin Feige, once Avengers is done, he's out of there, man. He's out of there. Because it's tough. Even though he's Kevin Feige, he's human. I think he's in too deep. He's in a tough position. It's very tough to fix the mess that he created. And I'm saying, don't hate Kevin Feige for Phase 4 and 5. He wants to end off on a high note with Avengers and Spider-Man, and he's out of there. He jumped ship to another company. Maybe Sony, maybe Warner Bros. We'll see what happens. Or Disney has deep pockets that might extend him, offer him a lot of money, but I think Kevin Feige will decline. Nah, sorry guys, man, I'm done with Marvel. I'm gonna move on. I want to explore my options. We'll see what happens, right? Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. It makes business sense that he would leave, right? Because the Marvel brand is in a tough spot right now. It's in a messy situation. You also have you also have Blade that's in development hell right now. Yeah, they're supposed to make a Blade movie. They announced it in 2029. It might come out in maybe 2028. So that's 9 years after. Like, yeah, the Marvel brand's a complete mess right now, man. Blade's in development hell right now. Yeah. It's a mess, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. John Cameron, Robert there, Ivan. Yeah, that's a good theory. That's a good point there, Ivan. Well, Kevin Feige jumped ship after his 2-year contract. He just wants to end it off on a high note with the Avengers movies. That way, Marvel's in a better position. After that, he jumped ship. Yeah, he might. He might jump ship, man, and maybe work for Warner Bros. And help build James Gunn's DCU, perhaps, right? For the next 15, 20 years. Yeah, you never know, right? That might happen, right? Yeah. So you think Kevin Feige got cocky? Yeah, I think Kevin Feige, he got cocky after the successes of Phases 1, 2, and 3. He got rid of his checks and balances. He has an ego. He thought he can do it himself, and I think he eventually realized he fucked up. Yeah. I think after Quantumania flopped, I think Kevin Feige realized he fucked up, honestly. And he panicked. Yeah. He probably panicked. That's what I believe. And he got desperate. And he brought back all the same guys from his previous Avengers movie. I think that cries desperation. And as I said in my past videos, I think Kevin Feige's goal, if he leaves, right? If he wants to leave and explore his options in Hollywood, obviously, perhaps Warner Bros. You know what I'm saying? I think he wants to leave on a high. He wants to leave on a high note. He wants to leave Marvel on a high note, not on a bad note, obviously. Okay, I fucked up. It doesn't hurt. Before I leave, it doesn't hurt for me to fix this mess a little bit. End it off on a high note with the Avengers movies. They're billion-dollar hits. The fans love the movies. I won some of the Marvel fans back. And I'm out of here, and hopefully this helps build the MCU for the next guy who steps in, the next woman or guy who steps in. I mean, does that make sense? John Cameron, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, obviously, right? Yeah. But I told you, Disney has deep pockets, so they might, if they want to extend Kevin Feige, they can easily pay him more money and offer him a lot of boatload of money. Because Disney has really, really deep pockets. Disney is the biggest Hollywood film studio in Hollywood. Disney is the monopoly. Disney is the giants in Hollywood. They're huge. They have the deepest pockets. They're the richest film studio in Hollywood, obviously. Disney. They have deeper pockets than even Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Has deep pockets, but they don't have the kind of money Disney has, obviously, right? Disney has deeper pockets than Warner Bros. But I don't think it's just about the money for Kevin Feige. I think even if Disney offers Kevin Feige a lot of money, I think Warner Bros. will even pay him even more. They'll be desperate. Look, man, Kevin Feige, like, how much do you want? I don't care if we overpay you. How much do you want? We want you over at Warner Bros. And help us build this DC thing. Yeah. And they offer Kevin Feige a truckload of money. They might even overpay him. They might even go beyond their budget just to grab him and get him to help build the DC thing. And help run their film division at Warner Bros. Yeah. Obviously, help build the Matt Reeves DC Batman thing. Yeah. Some Sarah? Obviously. They're going to be throwing him a lot of money, man. Kevin Feige a lot of money. Obviously. Yeah, but I mean, if Disney has deeper pockets, they can easily pay Kevin Feige more money. I know, but what? Warner Bros. Has the advantage over Disney in the sense that DC is in a much better position than Marvel, obviously. Even if Disney throws Kevin Feige bigger contracts for his salary, obviously, DC has the advantage with box office points. Because they might ask Kevin Feige, okay, how much is Disney paying you? Okay, Disney offered me this. Okay, Kevin Feige, we can't match what Disney's offering you for the salary. We will pay you a bit less, but we can give you box office points for a lot of the DC movies. And if the DC thing is huge, Kevin Feige will make more money than what he's making in Marvel. Obviously. But Disney doesn't have that advantage for the points because the Marvel brand is not in a great position right now. Kevin Feige doesn't really have that guarantee for Marvel right now because a lot of the movies are breaking even and flopping. So you might not even see any box office points for the Marvel brand. But for DC, you can make a lot of money if the movies are all averaging $1 billion, right? John and Rob Ivan, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Ivan, you're very smart. Yes, I know my shit. Obviously. Yeah, and Kevin Feige, we can't match what Disney is willing to pay you for your base. We'll still pay a lot of money, but we can give you box office points for the DC films. And if they're successful, he'll make a lot of money. Way more money than what he'll make for his base at Disney, obviously. Whereas Disney doesn't really have that guarantee for the box office because the Marvel movies are all flopping right now. Well, they're at a disadvantage. Even though they have deeper pockets, there's only so much they're willing to go in terms of how much they want to pay Kevin Feige, right? So DC, Warner Bros. Kind of has that advantage over Marvel in terms of the box office points. Because if the DC thing is huge, the movies will be averaging probably $1 billion each. So Kevin Feige can make a lot of money off that, more than what he makes at Disney, right? So Warner Bros. Might give Kevin Feige that guarantee over Disney. Disney doesn't really have that guarantee for Kevin Feige. It's not guaranteed the Marvel movies will be making $1 billion. They'll be all profitable after Avengers. They might still go downhill after that. That's why I believe Kevin Feige might jump ship. Some Sarah? John and Rob Ivan, you're smart, man. You know your shit. Yes, I know my shit, guys. I'm self-taught. I know my shit. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, guys. With 2 years left on Kevin Feige's contract, will he stay with Marvel? Will Disney's Marvel if Disney throws him a lot of money and I want to extend him, or will he jump ship and perhaps end up at Sony, Universal, or most likely Warner Bros. And help run the DC thing? We'll see what happens. Obviously, I don't know. We have to see what happens in the future. Obviously, right? Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I talked for an hour and I don't know, like 35 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Now in like 40 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Stay tuned. I'll make another video tomorrow morning for you guys. This is Adam. I'm signing out. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Peace out, guys.